It's Thursday, day 4 of week 3. I've bounced back from yesterday's frustrating day. I say that because I was hoping to go out for a run and it didn't happen. Long story short, just wasn't prepared. The whole day was difficult. This would happen to all of us, but we gotta bounce back the following day. And 5 miles today, 37 minutes and 18 or something. I'll have to check Strava for the details, but that falls around 7 minutes 27 per mile average pace. Still very hard to do. Not like I'm going to die and need to recover for a month, but definitely a workout. But I have noticed every time I go on a long run at an 8-minute mile pace, that seems to feel slightly, well, I wouldn't say easier, but less strenuous. Lots to talk about. Learned lots about what to eat before and after a run, and about training plans and how to adjust. You start off with a great plan, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into it, some good things have happened, maybe not everything you wanted to achieve has happened, and you just gotta adjust to that. So I'll sit down later and tweak the numbers a little bit, but we're doing well. The frustrating thing about taking a day off, a second day rest on a Wednesday, is that I now have no days rest. So gotta run today, which I have done, gotta run tomorrow, gotta go for a long run on Saturday, and then last run on Sunday. So we'll have to see how that goes. Technically having a rest is very good, especially before you do a long run, and so we'll have to see how the body is coping and feeling and how much rest. However, this week I have not needed to done 6 days at work. Last week was very intense, and it was Mother's Day and everything else. This week seems to be that we're going to have a slightly easier last days of this week, and next week is the 4th week, which is easier mileage. So I would be on 32 miles per week, week 1, 34 miles week 2, 36 miles week 3, and then on week 4 we would have dropped it right down to 32 again or something like that miles per week, which would have meant I could have been dropped a day or have a much shorter runs, which actually, if I'd gone out for a run in my lunch break and I was only aiming to do 4 miles, that could be quite good. So I might need to adapt that onto the schedule. So overtraining means different things to different people, and is basically relative to what your limit is. So I don't feel like I've overtrained. I definitely feel like my challenge has been finding the time to run. However, maybe breaking the runs up into smaller different sections, and maybe doing 2 runs, so one at my lunchtime, one in the evening, or one early in the morning, but just a smaller run. Maybe that could be the way forward. So with your training plan, especially at early days, you can afford to try out things, play around a little bit. Like they say, little and often is often better than running once or twice and making them super long runs. So there we go. 5 miles done today, 4th day of week 3, keeping the dream alive, fighting hard to keep up with the program.